Make 'em clap to this.
Thank you, DJs.
Yes, Lord! We are back at it with another album review. The album for today is the new Knxwledge and Anderson .Paak album titled Why Lord. And I'm really excited for this. I have not listened to a ton of Knxwledge music, but everything that I have heard from him, I have absolutely loved. So I am very excited to dig into this album. So without further ado, let's get right into it. This album has 19 songs and about a 44-minute runtime. So a lot of tracks here and not a very long album. So I feel like everything's going to be right and to the point. From what I have heard from Knxwledge, most of his tracks are pretty short. So I'm very excited to listen to this album. The first track on here is titled ThankU, featuring Dave Chappelle.
If there's one word I've always hated, it's the word deserve. Whenever I see someone less fortunate than me, I say, there but for the grace of God, go I. I could have been that nigga. And whenever I see someone more fortunate than me, I say, there, because of the grace of God, go I. Because I'd like to try that. Thank you, God. Thank you for letting me get to be what I got to be.
Niggas, the top 5 lister, double S drifter, separate sipping, and you know I came with it. If she cute with her lips shut and tits like missiles, act right, you can get a Nissan Sentra, nickel 9 gripper for all you jack rippers. The driver inside got a license to hit ya. Hop up out the pot and get your top rhyme licked up. We survive shit, you can only catch a whiff of. Locked in way before the top 10 when I had the mutton chop shades and the wide brim on a different wave that I came in the game on. When I levitate, grab my sneakers and hang on. Young, but I still got sons in the game, but they not like the one with a dot in his name. If it's locking, it's gotta be knowledge. You made it the wildest applause when we hop on these stages. Go on, get your Teflon vest on, but once we let off this track list, that shit gon' blow your chest off. When the last time that you heard a sound this hard? Compliments and knowledge in the motherfucking. And we can go toe to toe, anyone you know, young or old, get drove in the hearses. I just did the Super Bowl halftime show with the goats. Why the fuck would I wanna do a versus? That's like comparing T-ball to the MLB. Y'all out of your league, we not the same person. I be doing this till I'm about 86, old as a bitch, holding my dick, fucking on the nurses.
All right, we're going to stop that right there. Intro from Dave Chappelle, really liked it. There's something about Dave Chappelle's voice, man. That is why it's part of the reason why I think he's so famous, is because he kind of commands attention when he speaks. But this first track, B6 Centra, great stuff here. You know, really like that we're keeping this light here, especially, you know, it's Anderson .Paak, and he is a great musician, a great artist. But, you know, he's not, I don't think, the person to necessarily go, like, at length with his bars or his verses or anything like that. But he's kind of spitting on here, and obviously Knxwledge coming through on the production. It sounds really, really strong so far. Let's move on. Track 3, Move On.
New song.
Ooh. Kind of sounds like some Thundercat type.
So much pain running through my veins. I know they wanna break me. Can't go out that way.
Really love the bongos going off in the back, and I also like the background vocals that Sounds really good.
From the devil, get away from me. Open up the gates, let me go back to my safe place.
Fantastic. Another great one. Really love the way the drums sounded. I love the subtle use of the horns as well here. And yeah, just a great track and keeping the vibe going. I mean, we're running through these tracks, but you know, everything sounds good and cohesive and just having a good time so far. Track 4, KeepHer featuring Thundercat.
Oh no, I lost my pen.
You can borrow mine.
Thanks.
I lost something once. I lost something I couldn't live without.
You drove the knife through my pride.
Woo!
There's no more words to say.
Very soulful.
But goodbye. How you gon' compare me to this guy? He don't love you the way you don't look good in that Honda. Bitch, you're supposed to be with me. I put that on the Jesus piece.
I love when Thundercat does that. He is so good with doing like background vocals, accompanying vocals, harmonies, etc. Obviously just a super talented musician. And then, you know, I feel like we're having this natural progression to where we are now, and Anderson .Paak really coming through with a strong vocal performance.
You said you needed peace, then spent the week in Greece. Phone off, you said you was asleep. I know you was getting your cheeks beat. Bitch, jet lag when you show up. Pulling in with a chauffeur. All I wanna do is spoil you, but you know that the money won't keep up. You put the pain in my eyes. There's no more tears to cry. I'm all dry. I'll pack my bags, but if you don't mind, let's make love for the last time. Then goodbye. You should be here with me. I put it on the Jesus piece. No, money won't keep. The money say you're losing yourself to me. You used to love when I sweep you off your feet. I can see why I drank so much. 'Cause I wasn't trying to think too much. You said I think too much. I think I done said too much. Bitch.
All right, track 4, KeepHer featuring Thundercat. Really, what stood out to me about that track in particular was the guitars, the different guitars in the right. The one on the right, I think, was like keeping the groove, and the one on the left was more so like accenting the other guitar. And I really liked the way that they were both playing off of each other. This is 19 songs, so I have no idea where this is going to go. But so far, so good. Track 5, Distractions.
One basket grant me all access. 2 glasses filled with old-fashioned. Tree leaves, Luigi, green passion. Drinks and seaweed, you high, I got snacks. 4 keeps, I play like Maurice. My bitch a little freak, she blaze me like candles. G5 LV from Los Angeles. Sick mind, I think I need counseling. 7 times, 8 bones and bad habits. 9 lives, a sphinx, no catfish. 10 man, a heart is what I'm after. 1 and 1, the force is like magnet. Hope 12 don't stop me in traffic. Bad luck, I don't need. At 13, I was playing drums for the Baptist.
Wow, I love that, man. Anderson .Paak really showing off his pen there. That was really cool. Love the wordplay there from Anderson .Paak. Let's keep going.
Count on you and you count on me. That's you and me, baby. Come be my one and only.
Counting on you and you counting on me. Numbers don't lie.
Numbers don't lie when the truth is alive and set you free.
My Lord.
Love the strings there. And the bass guitar too going off.
New music. New shit. I ain't ready yet. Let that rock again. Come on.
Woo!
She wanna know where I've been and who I see. She wanna know where I'm going and carry me.
Where? Who? You been where? Where who?
I know you got a lot of faith in me. I know you put a lot of things on hold. I hope you got a policy. I know you got a lock on the whole thing. I had to tell you something before I go. I left a little something special in the envelope. I had to mail you something, tell me when it's at the door. And when you open it, I hope you get hysterical.
Know that you my motherfucking cinnamon apple. Know that when it come to loving you, I'm a natural. Know how much it hurt me, that's in the past though. When I'm all alone, better not be with that hoe. Oh, I had to deal with your sides and your pieces. I put 2 and 2 together in the sequence. I promise that I'm trying not to be on defense, but I'm reminded of it every time
She
you
wanna
leave.
know where I've been and who I see.
That's wild. All right, I'm going to need to start cutting these songs off right before the end because it seems like there's going to be a lot of transitions on this album naturally as Knxwledge would. Let's go back to Distractions. Really like Distractions. Another quick one into Lookin, which Lookin was, you know, a nice little transitional piece there, a nice instrumental, letting the boy Knxwledge, you know, just show off his chops for a little bit there. And then right back into Where I Go. This one was okay. I didn't feel too attached to it just based off of the lyrics, but I thought the vocal performances were fine. Track 8, Daydreaming.
I'll be outside, underneath the balcony. Knew you was mine when you threw down the key. Up all night, trying all kinds of things. Love of your life, you know.
They got that like Barry White voice in the back going like, yeah, baby, yeah. This is see, this is where I wasn't expecting, right? I felt like everything up to this point had followed a very similar sound, and here we go with Daydreaming, and this is very different, in my opinion. I'm enjoying it a lot so far.
And I'm trying to be daydreaming when I met
that guitar in. Woo, that might have been my favorite one so far. Man, this is good, man. This is really good so far. I of course love the electric guitar on it. I just like that entire vibe that they were going for there. I think they pulled it off very well. I will say that I thought the chorus could have been a little bit better, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. I loved all the verses for sure. And obviously the little Barry White voice in the background, that's just a little something to add to the feel for it, and I am absolutely here for it. Track 9, FromHere. Now, this song features a man by the name of October London, who I know nothing about, so y'all can inform me in the comments, and of course, Snoop D-O-double-G, so let's go. Hell yeah!
Everybody's got a little place of their own. But what about you and me? We could be a song. How about it? Forget about it. Today's a new day. The club about to shut down, girl. Don't leave me this way. Oh,
Yes. And what you doing? Oh, really?
Little something in my cup.
Woo.
Back to back slow jam. Oh. It's a little after 3. I wish I had somewhere to be, someone to see. Oh, baby. I guess I gotta face my fears. Roll the windows down. I hope the rain hide my tears. Bitch, where is the love? You done locked the door and gotta be a place for me. Oh,
They say the worst thing that can happen to a man is coming home to an empty bed. But I beg to differ. I say the worst thing that can happen to a man is if his lady gets up and changes the locks and puts all his clothes on the front door. And now she's nowhere to be found. And now you have nowhere to go.
Woo. Man, this is very interesting what's happening here, man. After Looking, we have very much so transitioned into a much more soulful sound here, including the performances by what's his name, October London, right? With, you know, doing his best Smokey Robinson, doing his, you know, best falsetto that he possibly can, and Anderson .Paak matching the energy as well. And then we get a little story from Uncle Snoop on the outro, and it really just ties the whole thing up nice, and it does bring all these elements that are very common in soul music, and I think it paints a very nice picture. And obviously these guys are being very, very emotional and vulnerable, as our old crooners would be. Track 10, FallThru.
girl, that pussy like a sweet plum wine. I've been all damn night. You gon' make me tell you something, something you're gonna remember. I'm gon' have to change my flight, 'cause I can't book a trip up on a broad face line. You gon' make me give you something, something you're gonna remember. When I'm gone, you gon' gonna have to quit your job today. I think I'm gonna have to pay your car note, babe. We can skip the bar, I just want you in my arms all night. Yeah. And please let your stress go, be free on your level. I got trees in my dresser, drawing tea with the honey from New Zealand. I really mean it. Come on, girl, that pussy like a sweet plum wine.
I really like what's going on. I don't even know what it is. It might be like some type of echo reverb effect that they have. It does sound like a woo, 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 like a little humming, like a flying saucer or something almost. I really like that sound.
Oh, damn now. You gon' make me tell you something, something you're gonna remember. When you gon' come over, I'm never gonna get over this. Let me sip it so I can sip it all night. When you gon' come over, never gonna get over this. Let me sip it so I can sip it all night.
Track 10, FallThru, another great little fun track there. Only 2 minutes and 20 seconds, and the majority of it is just the hook, and there's a pre-chorus as well. But hey, man, this is, knowledge music, so typically we're going to get these more condensed songs here. But what I will say is I think that Anderson .Paak has a really great ability to sing rhythmically, right? He goes, "'Cause I can't book a trip up on a bold face lot." Like everything, it has like a pattern and a flow to it, and he's not just like singing to be singing. Like he is very much adding to all of the instruments that are playing behind him. So that is one of the reasons I think that Anderson .Paak is so successful, is because he is able to really use his voice as an instrument. Track 11, Battlefield.
Daddy was a twin, whipped the caddy in the bins. Mama was adopted, finished college in the pen. Death before dishonor, we was taught as little shrimp. And I was only 6 when I lost the innocence. The summer that we miss, but still gon' ride the whips. Rims got my tires rubbing like sunscreen on your bitch. And it's dark as the eclipse. And they got the vaccine, but gon' make you wait for it. So go get your paper, kid. You know I'll support.
I have no idea what he's talking about with the vaccine. Y'all let me know. I can't. I tried just like reading through the the lyrics. I have no idea what the vaccine bar is about.
Standing in the middle of a battlefield, I had to pick a side to be a victim of a tragedy. Who knows? Maybe when it's all over, I can hand the torch over. Standing in the middle of a battlefield, I had to pick a side to be a victim. Yes, it happens all the time. Got a long list of some things that I gotta get to, but if I don't, just know it was all meant to. But we far from the ending, and I can't leave before the Dodgers win the pendant. She got a weave that's strong enough for the gripping, but I can't see us going all 9 innings. Go Lord. Out of the park. That's all. Out of here. Told him from the start.
So one of the first times I feel like I ever heard like sports announcers and crowd noise like that, like sports crowd noise, was on that JID Forever Story album, and I really loved it on there, and I really, really love it here.
Taking no shorts, they gon' remember if nothing else that the nigga was long-winded. And we live from the Enterprise, where you get signed, I have to improvise. Got me a bag and then I realized, didn't need no cash to make me feel alive.
All right, let's stop right there. So this was an interesting track just because this was the only one I felt like I wasn't able to follow lyrically. Anderson was saying a lot of things. I don't know the connections. Sometimes poets have a certain way of talking, and, it'll take a couple read-throughs. But sonically, I absolutely loved what I was hearing, from the inclusion of the baseball stadium noise to even the outro with the la-la-las, and on the intro with the female vocals. Thought it was fantastic. Track 12, Here I Am.
Ooh, you give me heartache, baby. I'm Phoning from the pain like a shot to my kidney. What a shame that we never seen Jamaica. What a shame. I was supposed to take the vacation, but flaked on you. And no one wants to hear my side of things. My own mama.
So we're going to church here. We got that organ in the background. Really love it. Keep going.
Stupid when I broke the news. Use a fool to go and ruin up a good thing. I guess I had to lose to fully appreciate. And now I got to move cause the lease is in your name. But I'm letting all the hoes know I'm single again. And I'm throwing a little party in DTLA. Got a brand new apartment with no roommates. Trying to start a clean slate, but it's hard to keep face. But I know I did you dirty. I just wanted to say, hey, I see you meditating, thriving, and going places. Finally got somebody to take you on vacation. Honestly, I was hoping that was your friend taking all the pics and stuff, but nonetheless, congratulations, I'm happy for you and shit. Every time they see me, they saw you. Now everybody asking me, what the fuck did I do?
Hey, y'all was actually cute together. What happened, man?
Bro, I already told you.
Why are you raising your voice, man?
Why are you singing it up again?
My bad.
Bro,
That's
it's a house.
actually the first time I brought it up.
That's what I'm saying. So
okay,
make me
right.
feel warm and shit. Bro.
Obviously, that's what we're here for. Okay, well,
I'm fucking talking.
Girl.
Track 13, Out the Way. Featuring who?
I never put the time to get myself together. Now I realize
I'm out the way, but then you pop up on me. Now every day you're on my mind. Oh,
I never put the time to get myself together.
it's like you're wrong.
When this song started, I like the little snippet I can see on my Spotify. It just says featuring Ray. I was like, Ray Shrimmer, like no fucking way. But no, this is Ray Khalil. Let me talk about HereIAm for a second. Another great track. What I really just love about this is it feels so like real and it feels so genuine. Like anytime that Anderson .Paak is like singing and he's like he'll give you like a nice little vocal performance and it'll be really heartfelt, and then he'll like turn to the side and he'll like kind of talk to himself for a little bit, and it kind of just adds to the realness of it and it adds to the experience, and it makes it that much more enjoyable for me, and including the little skits at the end too. So let's keep going. Track 13, Out the Way.
I know I said that I cannot choose one, but I'm starting to think you could be all I'm out the way, but then you pop up on me.
I left the block, I'm on the bridge, come making it big, girl, just say sorry. I might consider taking you all the way. Yeah, I don't know about the backstroke, but I know how her heart go beat. Why does she think I'm for the streets? Every time that I leave, I forget we had an understanding. I never really said it, don't no one compare. So I'll call you tomorrow with a car out front, girl.
I'm out the way, but then you pop up on me. Now every day you're on my mind. Oh,
Woo! Out the Way. I thought it was all right. The transitions here are really, really killer, so I'm trying to let them run into the next track. Out the Way to me was like a pretty basic R&B track, so it wasn't like a really big standout to me. But at the same time, Anderson .Paak has some really, really great performances here, and even Ray Khalil came through and did her thing as well. So I'm not upset at the track, but it was a little bit basic for me. But at the same time, it's all fitting so well thematically, all the transitions running into each other. It's just making the experience a lot more fun for me, and it works really well, especially in this like rapid fire succession in the way that they're doing it, right? 19 songs, 44 minutes. How are we going to make everything sound like it's going together? Well, let's just run transitions through like the whole thing. I'm here for it. This is track 14, SheUsed. vocals are great. Wow. Wow, what a track. SheUsed. That was definitely one of my favorites so far, and a little bit more familiar with a Knxwledge track, right? He typically will engage in some like vocal pitching, and I think it works great, especially in this context of using all of these soul samples and reworking them as like soul songs with Anderson .Paak singing over it. It does make for a great track, and it makes for a great sound where Anderson .Paak is doing a very good Smokey Robinson impersonation on this track, and it's a lot of fun. And maybe I'm a little bit biased because, you know, I'm a big soul fan, and I crave this type of sound. So shouts out to Anderson .Paak and Knxwledge for getting it done on here. Track 15, More of It.
We're gonna do it like this. Just made up my mama's more. Yeah. Magic City, we was throwing funds, but such a pity we was the only ones. Conversations on the couch again, from getting a dance to giving a counseling. Chrissy, go and hold this other stack, and I say, well, bitch, I'm throwing bands.
Son, I sense that you're feeling really down right now, and I wish I knew what to say, but do you think you can call me back after the Dodgers game?
Never meant to do you no harm, I swear. Never meant to bring you no problems. Anything but let you down. Anything but let you down, baby.
Uncle Charlie.
All I gotta say, if it ain't too late, is I never meant to do you this shade. Anything but let you down. Anything but let you down, baby.
For the life you
Everything,
replace,
everything,
need everything.
but I ain't forgot about you. Never meant to do you
No, I never meant to do you
harm.
harm.
Never meant to bring you no problems. Anything but let you down. Anything but let you down, baby.
That was More of It, and then Never Remix, NVR.RMX. I assume that means Never Remix, featuring Charlie Wilson. I love that Charlie Wilson is included on this album. Of course, I mean, when is Charlie not a good inclusion? Like, you could make any song, and if Charlie Wilson's on it, you have just acquired like a great male vocalist. So it's really awesome hearing him here as well. We know that he has done so much for developing this type of sound, and it's great to see that he is continuing to get his flowers. I mean, this must be like 50 years after the Gap Band's debut, 50 plus years at this point. It really is amazing. To go back to track 15, More of It, right? More of It was a little bit more of, oh Lord, yes Lord. More of It was a little bit more upbeat in comparison to Never Remix, and right when you hear, I assume is Anderson .Paak's mom probably on the phone call saying that, you know, you seem down, let me please call me after this game, and then you immediately get put into this like depressive mode. It is a big switch up, and it does catch your attention. I love this album. I love it so much. This is what all of the old fans of, you know, soul music, this is their album right here, man. So if any of y'all have an unk out there who's always playing like, I don't know, Luther Vandross, Smokey, if they like Otis Redding, whoever it may be, put them on this. I bet you they'll like it. Track 17, Distant Space.
In the distant space, there's a crowded room.
watery guitar right there, man. Nice transitional track there. Let's let it ride right into Walk On By featuring Earl Sweatshirt.
When you walk on by, you got shades to hide your eyes. I know you're crying, you was dying. Nah, don't cry. It's sad, but shit happens sometimes. What's harder, finding happiness or family time? In a loop, it be the beauty with the tragic behind. No one has a clue what we had to do to survive. But nah, I don't cry. I can't see him falling down my eyes. Everybody got a therapist, I'd rather get high. When they ask me how I'm doing, I feel guilty inside. Niggas dying, meanwhile, I'm having the time of my life. When you walk on by, you got shades to hide your eyes.
You mad I made lucrative ties, you in a bind. I'm not, so you feeling tight, exuberant heights. The flight long, I'm too busy fried for you and your plight. Stupid advice, I piled on you, it was frugal and light. Spent too many nights, booted, lived too many lives. Removed from the strife, you was in tune with our rise. I rose, I suppose what you doing with your nose in a white ain't nobody business but your own. Whole time I'm living by the code. Roll tide, crimson spilling out my soul, cause a vision, a mode. Niggas different, that's just how it goes.
You couldn't find it, can't live without it. I feel like ain't nobody caring, everybody's scared. Is there anybody here? Feel like everybody's staring, but they don't see me here. Am I really by myself? I feel like ain't nobody caring.
That is going to wrap up the album Why Lord by NxWorries, which is the duo between Anderson .Paak and Knxwledge, of course. Hey, man, I thought that was a lot of fun listening to, and it was a nice, easy breezy listen as well. And I think that's really the MO of this album, is that it's pretty much good, slick vibes, good feelings for pretty much the whole duration of the album. And another thing that I want to say is that I don't know if I mean, I've listened to a few Knxwledge tracks, but I didn't know that he did this much guitar work. There's a lot of guitar, either he's playing the guitar, someone's playing the guitar, or he's sampling it. Pretty much every track in here was very detailed and layered with guitars, and I thought that was very interesting to listen to, and it was a lot of fun to listen to. And of course, Anderson .Paak coming through with great vocal performances all over it. And I need to apologize. I said Ray Khalil was a she earlier. I don't know the gender of this person, so we're just gonna call Ray Khalil a they, because I'm not gonna pull up their thing right now. So Ray Khalil, they were fantastic throughout both of their features. You know, I even preferred this last one to the earlier one, but I thought both of them were good. But I think that really shows something impressive about Ray, is that they can go into this either more masculine or more feminine vocal range, and I thought the performances were fantastic. I thought they were great. So that is going to do it from my end. This album is going to get a big thumbs up for me. I'm definitely going to go back into this and add a bunch of them to my playlist, because this is just smooth listening. So shouts out to Knxwledge, shouts out to NxWorries, shouts out to Anderson .Paak. This was a great listening experience. If you had anything to say, drop something down in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like. And if you want to see some more videos, please subscribe. Peace out, y'all.